Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another video where today, guys, I'm going to be doing quite like a bit of a transfer rumour roundup of just transfer rumours recently. So I'm going to be talking about Sheffield Wednesday transfer rumours first, and then we're going to go on to just general other transfer rumours around the well, just around any big league in Europe, I suppose. So yeah, but we're going to start off with Sheffield Wednesday transfer rumours, and now we're looking for a centre back, and we're apparently going to try and sign Grant Hanley from Newcastle, and actually as well Daniel Ayala from Middlesbrough. Now I think Daniel Ayala definitely would be a good sign. I think Grant Hanley would as well, but I think if you are going to sign two centre backs, then maybe that might mean, because I can play it right back, then that might mean that we play three at the back, do that, play more attacking, play a 3-5-2 probably. I think that's how we go, and I think that'd probably be that'd be interesting to see how that'd go, because I'm not sure how we play with three at the back, because obviously a lot of fans said that we need to improve for next season on our attacking. Like, we need to attack more, and playing three at the back surely is an answer to that. And if we play 3-5-2, then we buy another playmaker in the midfield, so then we wouldn't have to drop another midfielder. So I think a 3-5-2 would probably solve most of our problems, but I'm not too sure how true this rumour is, or these rumours are, but you never know. I'd like to sign them both, to be honest. And then the next one up is Jota from I think that's so pronounced, Jota from Brentford. Now he's definitely he's a very solid player. I know. He's quick. From Brentford, which is what we need, a quick winger. I think he's a right winger, if I'm correct. I'm pretty sure he's a right winger. So yeah, he would definitely as well be a decent signing. And I've not really seen Brentford play this last season because they weren't televised much. But yeah, I've heard good things about him, and apparently we've put in a £3 million bid in for him. So yeah, I'm not sure how that'll go on. And then the final transfer rumour for Sheffield Wednesday is going to be what's his name? Conor Hourihane from Aston Villa. So yeah, apparently we've put in a £2 million bid in for him as a playmaking midfielder, and I'd probably take £2 million for him. I wouldn't really play any more than 3.5. Yeah, I think 3.5 is probably my limit to how much I'd pay for him. But good player, obviously, very good player at Barnsley. He actually wanted to come to Wednesday over Aston Villa, because Barnsley sold Sam Winnell to us. They were like, "Oh no, Sheffield Wednesday are not having two players from us," because they went mad when Winnell signed for us. So they definitely weren't going to do it with Horan. But maybe he can come to Wednesday. Hopefully he can. That'd definitely sort us out in the midfield role. Then the next transfer rumour, guys, is revolving around Romelu Lukaku, and where I think he's going to go out of. I think there's three options that are in for him: Manchester United, Manchester City, and Chelsea. Because obviously Diego Costa's leaving. More about that later on in the video. But I think the thing is with Lukaku, because he doesn't do much build up, because there's a stat where he ran the least out of any Premier League striker in the Premier League season, including someone who was injured for half of the season. So yeah, due to that, he's not in much of the build up. Then I'm gonna kind of take Manchester City out of the equation, because I don't think Pep Guardiola likes that sort of player. That's why I think he's a fan of Aguero, because Aguero, gets involved with the build up, gets some assists as well. But I think. Yeah, I think I'm going to take Manchester City out of the equation, so that leaves us with Manchester United and Chelsea. And obviously, Manchester United have released Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Don't know where he's going to go. America, China. I don't think he'd go to China, because I just don't think he'd want to live in China. Maybe he could try and still fulfill his dream of winning in Europe, but I think he's going to struggle at his age. What, is he 35 now? 35 probably. He's going to struggle. But I think Manchester United are definitely going to be in need for a striker, because no offence to Rashford, but if Manchester United want to get in top four next season, then Rashford is nowhere near good enough to get him to that position. Yeah, he's a good young striker, but no, I don't think he couldn't single-handedly be the striker to get Manchester United into the top four, could he? But I think Manchester United, I don't know. Honestly, I think he's probably going to go to Chelsea, because I think obviously Chelsea in the league. Yeah, Manchester United are a bigger club, arguably one of the I'd say definitely in the top 5 biggest clubs in the world. But Chelsea have just won the league. They've got some very good players. Obviously, Costa's leaving. He's probably got a better midfield in front of, behind him. And obviously, if you can score, what was it, 25, 26 goals he got? If you can score 25, 26 goals for Everton, then think of how many goals he could score for Chelsea with, some of the players they've got, Pedro, Nemanja Matic, Hazard, Fabregas, all of them, all of those top class players, Willian, just off the top of my head, there's some other great midfielders for Chelsea. I think he'd definitely score more goals at Chelsea. So I think Chelsea's where he is where Lukaku is. Back to Diego Costa now. It's funny with Diego Costa, I'm not too sure what he's going to do, really, because, he's got... he's a good player, obviously, but I don't know where he'll go. I don't know if he obviously doesn't want to stay in England, does he? He wants to go back to Spain, and although AC Milan have put in a bid for him, apparently, which is a little bit weird. I don't think he'd go to AC Milan, because it's a bit of a step down. You say that 20 years ago, then it's a massive step up, isn't it? But the modern day AC Milan, I don't think they're good enough for to drag or to try and get Diego Costa, persuade Diego Costa to go to them. I think Atletico probably, if they're gonna lose Griezmann, which is, I'd say, 60% likely that they're gonna lose Griezmann, then I think Diego Costa is definitely a good option for them to bring back to Atletico. But I think overall, Costa, I think Atletico, there was talks about Real Madrid, but I don't think that Real Madrid are going to sign him, because I think Real Madrid are trying to sign Mbappe, aren't they? Which is, I don't think that would be a good enough buy. No offence to Mbappe, but he can do it in the French league, but so can Falcao and Cavani. I don't know what Falcao and Cavani have ever done outside of France. I know that Falcao was he at Manchester United for a bit? Pretty sure he did absolutely nothing there. So definitely, I don't think the French, it's definitely not. Besides PSG and Monaco, you can't even call Olympiacos that good of a side anymore. There isn't really any top. There isn't any top sides in France. So I think if he was going to go to Spain, yes, Spain has only really got Atletico, Real Madrid, and Barcelona in it, and Seville obviously have had a good season as well. And Bilbao always hold their own. Valencia, there are some better side. Obviously the Spanish league is a lot better league than the French league is. So it's a big step up for Mbappe. Can he do it in La Liga? I don't know. And the final transfer rumour, guys, is going to be David De Gea of Manchester United. Now, David De Gea obviously has been in touch with Real Madrid for the past, 2 years, I think. Past 2 years he's been in touch with Real Madrid and nothing's ever gone through. Obviously a fax machine was the reason that he's not now at Real Madrid. But he has recently said to in the press that he likes living in Manchester and he likes Manchester United. So I suppose that's a bit of a shock, really, isn't it? Because I don't think anyone expected him to be staying. But yeah, he might be. Obviously, Mourinho did drop him for the Europa League final. Because Sergio Romero is actually quite a decent keeper, to be fair to him. If you look at his record, he's a very decent keeper. But you never know, do you? Maybe a deal could happen where he leaves Manchester. But honestly, I don't think it's going to happen. So I think for David De Gea, he's definitely, probably going to stay at Manchester United. So that's going to end this transfer rumour video, guys. Like the video if you haven't already, and subscribe if you haven't already, also for future content by me. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this sort of different video. I've done reviews before, but I've never really done like a transfer rumour sort of video. So yeah, I'll probably do more of these because there are obviously a lot more transfer rumours around. I thought just those were some of the biggest ones in Europe. I don't really one of the reasons I won't do anything outside of Europe is because there isn't really any top sides outside of Europe anymore, really, is there? I mean, yeah, a lot of the old good players go to America, but it's not a good league by any stretch. So yeah, and I don't really know much about teams outside of Europe because it's a bit of it's dead really now, isn't it? Outside of Europe, I don't think there is really any good sides. But yeah, like I said, like the video if you haven't already, subscribe if you're new. Yeah, I'll see you later. Bye.